Hello. So today I'm gonna talk about something that not many people on the internet talk about, and something that is very important to me, and not many people in general really mm, make it clear in their lives that that's important to them. I myself could do a better job letting the world know that humans are capable of sensing these things and feeling these things, and they're important to us. But for the majority of the population, at least from my observations, these things are not that important. But for me, they make me an outsider because nobody really thinks about this. Well, at least from what I've observed, it's not that widely talked about. So the thing is, you are what you eat, and you are what you consume. But the way how you eat, and from what kinds of materials you consume the food, what kind of material is used, where it's been stored. And I'm not only talking about food here. What I really want to touch on is everything that you surround yourself with has some sort of, okay, let's say frequency, let's say energy. Yes, let's be very basic. But it really does, because I am very, very, very extremely, insanely sensitive to human standards, to regular, normal human standards, I guess. I'm very sensitive to absolutely everything that's happening in the world around me. That includes a lot of sensory things, and a lot of what I'm gonna be talking about is sensory things. The food that I eat is 100% responsible for the mood that I will be feeling shortly after I eat the food. And when I've been eating the food that, I just have to eat, force myself to eat, when I have to force myself to eat something very fast, or just to eat it because somebody else wants me to eat it, or I have to eat it because I have to be nice and kind, and or I have to eat something that my body really doesn't want to eat at the moment. Or maybe I have to put on some clothes or some accessories, or do an activity or something that my body just doesn't want to do, and then I just do it, and my whole day is ruined because of one little thing. Okay, not really. I'm strong, okay? We're holding on here. What I'm talking about, for example, a few years ago, well, actually, many years ago, not just a few, I've always known that I dislike bread, and just raw, how do you say it? Just bread, just slices of bread. I love rye bread and bread with seeds and stuff, but the white bread, I don't even know how to name it in English, but my body just rejects it. I only started becoming very aware of it, that I can survive without bread, and that it's actually not that healthy. Then I don't need it. I only became aware of it when I started getting interested in cooking and making the foods for myself, because your whole childhood, the majority of the time, your mom makes food for you, or somebody else just makes something for the whole family, and the whole family eats it, and nobody questions it, really. The time has come for me to stop being weird to myself and stop being weird to my body. Everything is about sensory stuff, about feeling the food, feeling the clothing that you're wearing, feeling the environment that you're in. And I just have these senses, and I just know when something's not good for me. And I know that whenever I trust it, whenever I really trust myself and do the thing that my senses are telling me, that they become way stronger, and they help me more, and I can recognize them more, and I trust myself more. So that's what I wish more people would do. And I know it's not an easy thing. It's not an easy thing to say, and then follow with the actions, because the majority of my life, the first half of my life, I was forcing food down my throat because I had to eat. I never liked eating because, I was always wondering, why do we have to eat? The same with clothing. Why do we have to? Why do we have to dress up? I hate this. It's bothering me. It's okay. This is not bothering me because right now I'm comfortable. But I'm just saying, okay, listen up. I'm a Pisces. Pisces represents the feet. And most of my childhood, the thing that I hated the most out of all clothing, socks and shoes and anything related to feet that it bounds my feet, and it bounds my sensory input from the ground, all the vibrations flowing in my body through the ground and the surface that I touch with my feet. So I never loved winter because we have to dress up in so many layers, and then my body just doesn't feel the outside world as well as I do in the summer when I'm walking barefoot everywhere. Of course, not in the city, obviously, but in nature, of course. Another thing I wanted to talk about is, how the food that I eat is stored is also very important, because one thing is that I know about plastics and microplastics and how bad they are. That is one thing, knowing that some packaging is bad for the world and for your organism as well. But the other thing is how you feel it with your hands and your fingers, how the food, how the object that you will prepare, what do you have to do to prepare it? That is very important, because me myself, I love touching glass and everything that is glass. It feels natural, and when I thought about it today, it is natural, because that's literally like windows and glass. They're made of stones, they're made of sand. Sand, which are tiny stones, right? To my soul and to my sensory inputs and to my sixth sense, it feels like that's how it's supposed to be feeling, this is right. But when I touch plastic, when I unwrap carrots or cucumbers wrapped in plastic, I just feel like this food has been violated. It's been abused. Okay, maybe this goes too far. I know it sounds very weird, but this is what people don't talk about on a daily basis. I also don't think about it every single day. Of course, I have to eat, and the options are limited sometimes, and sometimes doesn't matter if there's plastic or something. It's just I have to eat. I have to get what I can get. But if I have the chance, then, for example, I will wear cotton, only cotton, always. This is cotton. I absolutely dislike nylon, anything that is plastic, that's polyester. Everything that's polyester, everything that's partially plastic or not fully plastic or something. So polyester threads and stuff. It's not good for me sensory. For my senses, it's not good at all. I hate touching it. I hate the feeling of it on my skin. My skin, your skin as well. It's the largest organ. Well, basically your skin, it just absorbs the most. You not only breathe through your skin, but you perceive the world through your skin. You feel things, you touch things, you every surface has something on it, and that's why some people are obsessed with cleaning, because I do feel like they just feel they have that sixth sense. They can feel when what they're touching is not good for them, and they're absorbing something that you cannot see with your eye, but that surface is not clean for them. And I am that kind of person. I can leave a mess everywhere, but sometimes certain places I know that that something is not supposed to be this nasty, so specific places get cleaned. But yeah, like I love being organized, but I'm not that obsessed with it. But yeah, like clothing, food, anything that you observe and touch, taste, feel, sense, and consume, inhale, everything is so full with information and vibration, and full with a lot of code, if you know what I mean. Like, look at this long grain rice. It's wrapped in plastic, but the food inside, when I look at it, when I touch it, I can feel it through the bag, that it's alive inside, but what's holding it around it is like a bound, like it's a container, but it doesn't want to be in this container. It's not in its natural position. But I will be making rice today, so I will free it. So yay, let's go. And like, for example, like towels and stuff, or like cotton, and that's like natural material. That's so important for me to like I cannot touch synthetics. I cannot touch them. Like, I have some synthetic clothes, and whenever I wear them, static electricity, my hair and my skin, and like, I just hate it. And I can't do that. For example, I have some socks that are like, they're kind of synthetic, and yeah, they do warm me up, but I don't like wearing them. I just want to like leave my body. It's so disgusting. But yeah, what feels nice? Like natural stuff. Cotton, right? And also silk. Also, materials like glass, like this jar that this beautiful flower is in, and also like, of course, linen, if you know linen. So linen clothing, it's amazing. And so yeah, basically, also leather. Leather is nice, but it depends, if it's real leather, then it feels nice. We're talking about the sensory things, okay? It feels like it has the right information in it. It doesn't have something that's produced unnaturally. So yeah, like this material, it's ceramic. Yeah, anything that's wooden, like this closet, my dad built it for me. It's insane. But yeah, anything that's like wooden, your hand doesn't want to be scared of it. My hand is not scared of touching it. And anything that's metal is also alright, I guess. Anything that's like rocks or stones. But yeah, everything that is synthetic, everything that is plastic, you just don't vibe with it. But yeah, this was just like a video talking about some examples of how important it is to understand and rely on our senses when choosing the foods we eat, the stuff we consume, the stuff we surround ourselves with, everything that you touch, everything that is around you has some sort of energy in it. And if you trust your senses, what feels good to you, what doesn't, then the more you trust them, the better you'll feel and the more you will feel. Because it is so easy to numb yourself. It is so easy to numb everything. Because the world doesn't want you to feel it all. People don't want you to feel it all. We just forget about it. Not everybody can sense these things, but I just want to inspire more people to be more aware of whatever we are surrounding ourselves with, and to trust yourself more, to trust your instincts more, because obviously your instincts will tell you what is good for you and what's not. Like if you wake up one day and you don't want to eat pasta and you don't want to eat potatoes, you just want to eat rice. Eat rice. And if you don't want to eat any carbs that day and you're feeling very fruity, distant from food, then guess what? You don't have to eat food that day. You have to consume what your body calls for you to consume. And I've made so many mistakes in my food journey, and I'm only beginning my individual food journey, and that has to be a whole separate video right there. But yeah, thank you for listening. I hope you trust yourself, find yourself through your trust, and see you next time.